We can start.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. Let me introduce our speaker of on the cloud computing, Dr. Keshav Raja, an associate professor from Dr. Sivindyathar College of Engineering, Tiruchendur, from India. Now he is going to talk on about the AWS cloud servicing. Okay. So I hand over Dr. Keshav Raja. On behalf of Mahsa University and the Faculty of Business, Finance and Information Technology, I welcome you, Dr. Keshav Raja. Thank you.
Shall I start, sir?
Yes.
Very fine. Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank Faculty of Business, Finance and Information Technology Department and the Mahsa University, Malaysia. Then I sincere thanks to Dean sir and Deputy Dean sir and all the HODs, especially Professor Natakanan sir. He's my faculty. So my sincere thanks to all. Then today's session, we start with AWS Cloud Computing Services. A very small agenda for the today's session, very small agenda for webinar, 1 hour session. Starts with very small introduction on cloud computing. Then anyway, there is a major need. What is cloud? Why and why not cloud? Then cloud services. There are 3 major services which plays a vital role in cloud. So these services and major characteristics of cloud, deployment models and virtualization. So the 4 points, very small intro, just for 5 to 10 minutes for introduction about cloud computing. And then the first and foremost tool which plays a vital role in cloud computing, which will be termed as Oracle VirtualBox. So live demo on Oracle VirtualBox. Then Amazon, which provide variety of services for offering cloud service. Then some of the tools are EC2, the one of the compute tool, which will be Elastic Cloud tool, which provide operating system as a service, that is platform as a service. The second and foremost tool, which will be called as S3, and provide storage as a service. Then EFS, Elastic File System. So 3 major tools in AWS. The next tool, which will be called as Elastic Beanstalk, which provide web application as a service. Then Amazon relational databases, which provide MySQL as a service, Aurora DB as a service, SQL Server as a service, several set of DB as a service. So these are the very small agenda. Starts with intro, Oracle demo and AWS demo. Starts with very small intro on cloud computing. So introduction to cloud computing. All are more familiar about the term cloud. So it's simply stated as cloud, which is equal to internet. So each and everything which provided via internet as a service, which will be called as cloud computing. So simply term cloud computing, which is equal to internet based computing. So any software, any operating system, any kind of hardware which provided as a service via internet, which will be called as cloud computing. More precisely, which provide all those information technology as a service and which adding efficiency to deploy your application. Billing is very easy. Based on your usage, it will be metered from you. So it's a very small intro on cloud computing. There is a picture. Normally everyone says a picture may worth 1,000 words. So the picture says several things. There is a very huge tree. With the help of the small saw, if you cut the tree, which will take 10 days, 20 days and 30 days. So it will take more days. The picture. The small wood, then the saw is enough. If it's a tree, it's a large tree, then in that situation, a power cut saw is needed. So if you are performing smaller tasks in that situation, you are having a PC, traditional servers in your university or organization, it's enough. So smaller work, saw is enough. Similar way, smaller work, your traditional server or normal computer is enough. If you are performing a larger task, then the efficient tool is needed, that is power cut saw. Similar way, the one of the efficient tool, which will be called as AWS, for managing larger amount of data, for providing excellent service to a user. So what is cloud? So cloud refers to which cloud which comprising of collection of servers. So collection of servers which connected over internet and provide software, database, and multimedia and animation, everything as a service. So which refers to collection of servers which connected via internet to access database as well as software as well as operating system. Normally, the collection of cloud server which will be called as data centers. Collection of cloud server which will be simply termed as data centers. So by using cloud computing, user or their companies or their organization don't have to manage any physical server. Directly rely on cloud services. So why and why not cloud? So anyway, which reduced the capital cost. The capital investment was reduced more, which improve accessibility, easy access, improve flexibility, which provide higher level backup and recovery. If your data loss, it having more number of replication, it provide immediately, it's provide more flexible. Anyway, there are numerous number of users, Amazon, Google, then each and every service, Rackspace, Salesforce, everything they are providing excellent cloud service. Anyway, there is a lag, little bit of technical issues still there. There are lots and lots of security bugs. Still there is attacks, lack of control. So still there is a bug in cloud. Cloud provide excellent service. So there are three services. The cloud which provide three major services. The first and foremost service, which will be called as infrastructure as a service. So simply termed as infrastructure as a service. So collection of servers are connected together, which provide a service. So your RAM, your memory, then your network, everything which provided as a service. If needed, you are installing your own operating system in the top of cloud infrastructure and then install the softwares and your applications, then you can execute it. So cloud only provide infrastructure as a service. In the top of that, you are installing operating system and then softwares. So it will be called as infrastructure as a service. Amazon, which provide infrastructure as a service. You are installing your own instance. Then second one, Rackspace. It's also provide infrastructure as a service. The second one, platform as a service. So second architecture, which will be called as platform as a service. So cloud infrastructure and platform. So hardware, in the top of that operating system, which will be installed. So combination of both hardware and software operating system, which will be called as platform. So the cloud which provide platform as a service, Google App Engine, Windows Azure, Microsoft Windows Azure. These are the service provider. They are providing platform as a service. The third one, which will be called as software as a service. So now the hardware, then operating system, in the top of that, the software, everything which combined together in a single pack, which provide a service, that will be called as ready-made pizza. So directly you are not cooking anything, directly you are ordering and getting a pizza. That will be called as software as a service. So everything ready, you are directly type the word or type the program and compile and execute. So hardware is ready, operating system is also ready, and top of that software is also ready. The combination of all those things is ready, ready-made pizza. So Salesforce, Gmail, which provide these kind of services. So there are three major services. First one, infrastructure as a service. Second one, platform as a service. Then third one, software as a service. So infrastructure as a service, the hardware provides as a service. Platform, hardware and operating system which provided as a service. Software, hardware, operating system and software which provided as a service. So software as a service. So Gmail, calculator, Google Docs, Google Excel. Platform as a service, the operating system, that is Ubuntu, then Mac, then something Windows, which provided as a service. Infrastructure as a service, the whole server, which provided as a service. So it's a layer. So infrastructure as a service, top of that platform as a service, top of that software as a service. So it's a layered architecture of cloud computing. The major characteristics of cloud. The 5 major characteristics which plays a vital role in cloud computing. The first and foremost characteristics, which will be called as on-demand service, based on user expectation, which provide a service. Second one, which will be called as ubiquitous network access, that is broad network access. So it collection of systems are connected in a wide area network, so which provide a ubiquitous network access. Location transparent resource pooling, rapid elasticity. One user request which provide a service, 100,000 lakhs and lakhs of user request, which elastic, that is, which scale up, which provide a service. Then measured and meter service. So based on your usage only, cloud, which request a pay from you. So based on usage, which request a pay. So it's a 5 major characteristics. So on-demand service based on customer expectation, which provide a service. Broad network access, collection of resources in standard networks. Resource pooling, providers computing resource which pooled in multiple servers. Then rapid elasticity, it's always elastic. It's expanded, depends on usage. Measured and meter service based on usage, which request amount. Then it's my request. So now we are entering into a new environment, practical environment, which will be called as cloud. So let us use cloud. Even cat can accept this. Anyway, a very fresh morning session. So I start with a small story of elephant and a blind man, then which merged with the cloud computing. So a story starts with elephant and a blind man. So once upon a time, there was an elephant in a village. One day, a villager said, any doubts, any queries?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
The sound behind, so voice is shaky.
Yes, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Now it's audible?
Yes,
now
sir.
It's audible?
Okay. Yes, sir. Audible, but somebody talking behind.
Okay, I will mute everyone.
Okay.
Okay, now fine. Yeah. Elephant and a blind man. If any queries, please raise your hand or type in chat window. If you have any queries. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Starts with a very small story. So elephant and a blind man. So once upon a time, there was an elephant in a village. So there are 6 blind men also living in the same village. One day, a villager said there was an elephant in a village. So the 6 blind man is a blind man. So it's not possible to see the elephant. At least went there and touch and feel the elephant. So 6 blind men think that and then went there where the elephant was. The first blind man touching the part of the elephant and said, it's like a wall. He touching the part of the elephant and said, it's like a wall. Then second blind man touching the tusk of the elephant and said, it's like a spear. Then the third one touching the tail of the elephant and said, it's like a rope. The fourth blind man touching the leg of the elephant and said, it's like a tree. The fifth one touching the ear of the elephant and said, it's like a fan. Then the last blind man touching the trunk of the elephant and said, it's like a snake. So the first one says it's like a fan, it's like a spear, it's like a snake, it's like a tree, it's like a wall, it's like a snake. Sorry, it's like a rope. So the 6 blind men are argued with each other because each and everyone touch and feel. So which one is correct? Then anyway, the story continues. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a virtual data center So dear participants, Zoom will be disconnected in 10 minutes. If it's disconnected, again connect in a same window in 2 seconds. Fine. Thank you. So what is cloud computing? So cloud computing is a virtual data center. Cloud computing is a virtual data center. Yeah, you're having collection of servers which connected together to form a virtual data center. Pay for computing as you use it. Yes. Based on your usage, it rent from you. Virtualized server. Yes, all the servers are virtualized. Storage on sky, the storage in cloud. Yes, computers on rent based on your usage, which is a rented computer, automatically scalable and elastic computing resources. Yeah, if one user requests scale up, 2 users scale up, 100 users scale up, scale up, scale up, 1000 users scale up, 1 lakh users scale up. So automatically scale up. If user reduces, automatically scale down. So based on user request, which provide a service. So there are 6 concepts: virtual data center, pay for computing as you use it; virtualized server, storage on sky; computers for rent, automatically scalable. The 6 blind mans. First one says it's like a sphere, it's like a snake, it's like a fan, it's like a tree, it's like a wall, it's like a rope. All these 6 concepts are combined together to form an elephant. Similar way, virtual data center, pay for computing as you use it; virtualized servers, storage in sky; computers for rent, automatically scalable. So based on all the 6 concepts are combined together to form a cloud computing. So cloud computing, it's not a single buzzword. It's a combination of 6 terms which provide an excellent service. Simply says, cloud computing, it's a technology to provide everything as a service. Cloud computing is a technology to provide everything as a service. Simply, which will be represented as IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Then next one, SaaS, software as a service; PaaS, platform as a service; then now XaaS, anything or everything as a service. So you will provide multimedia as a service, video as a service, data as a service, infrastructure as a service, information as a service, text as a service, anything or everything as a service via cloud computing. So it's provide anything or everything as a service, technology to provide everything as a service. So just a very small question. Every morning, what do you read? So every morning, everyone reads every morning, what do you read? Automatically, everyone says, yes, thanks. Everyone says that is a newspaper. So DT next. So the newspaper which provided as a service, which will be via utility service. The newspaper which prepared via utility computing. The same newspaper which provided as a service via internet. The same newspaper which provided as a service via internet, which will be called as cloud computing. So yes, that's a e-newspaper. It's a cloud. So cloud computing is a technology to provide anything or everything as a service. Now newspaper as a service via cloud computing. Newspaper as a service which provided via cloud computing. Yeah, cloud computing. Computers can fly now. So just a small fun word. So deployment models. The cloud which comprising of 3 major deployment models. The first one which will be called as private cloud. Second one which will be called as public cloud. So as a name itself, private cloud. So using within your organization. So organization pay for your server, shared resources within your organization. So the security is more, but the cost is high. Public cloud, use internet, pay per use, shared resource with everyone. So in that situation, public cloud, the security is less, but cost is low. So which provide less security, okay. Then, so private cloud, which within organization, then public cloud, then which provide a service via internet. So in private cloud, so security is low, but cost is high. But sorry, security is high and cost is high. Public cloud security is low, cost is low. So now our theme is security is high and cost is low. Everyone expect the same. So there is a new technology which will be called as hybrid cloud, which is a combination of both private as well as public cloud. So private cloud, for the security data, you use private cloud. All other data you are using public cloud. So the deployment model, there are three important deployment model. First one private cloud, second one public cloud. The combination of both the things which will be called as hybrid cloud. It's a three important thing which plays a vital role. The advantages of cloud, then we are entering into the major advantages of cloud computing. So starts with cloud, cloud services, and then deployment models. Any queries, any doubts? Is it audible? Everything clear? Please use chat window. Audible? Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, my Zoom will be disconnected in 3 minutes. Zoom will be disconnected in 3 minutes. The same link, same user ID as well as same password, you will connect again. If it's disconnected, the same user ID as well as same password, the same link, you will connect again. So 2 minutes it will be disconnected because the demo version, so only 40 minutes is permitted. So it will be disconnected in 2 minutes. You will connect again in the same link, same user ID as well as same password. Now you are entering into the advantages of cloud computing. The advantages of cloud computing, the very simple term which will be called as, if you need milk, why buy a cow? If you need a word processor, why you buy a computer and then operating system and then a word processing software? If you need milk, directly you enter into supermarket and then purchase a milk. None of them went to a cow market and then purchase a cow and then make everything, at last get a fresh milk. It get a quality milk. I am 100% agreed with that. But if you need milk, directly entering into supermarket and purchase a milk, it will be a current trend. So similar way, a software industry also entering into the same domain based on your request which provide a service. If you need mail as a service, which provide mail as a service. If you need something, data as a service, directly which will provide data as a service. If you need video as a service, which will provide directly video as a service, without the need of installing hardware, installing operating system, installing software, automatically which provide everything. So based on that, there are 4 major advantages of cloud which plays a vital role. The first and foremost advantage, scalability. If one user request which provide a service, if 10 user request which provide a service, if 100 user request which provide a service, if 1 lakh user request which provide a service, cloud automatically scale up and provide a service. If user reduces, which automatically scale down and provide a service. So based on user request which provide a service. So scalability is the first thing. The second advantage, so that is accessible anytime. So there is a timeline. So if first month you are requesting 1 server for processing your data, the second month you need 2 servers, third month again 1, fourth month 1, fifth month you need 6 servers for testing your data, then next for 2 servers. So think the situation for purchasing this amount of servers which need more cost. But in cloud, you are renting a computer, infrastructure as a service. You are renting a computer via cloud computing. Next session, we will discuss in same thing in live demo. So cloud operating system is another most important advantage which provide operating system as a service via internet. Then last one, pay for computing as you use it. So based on your usage, first month you are paying $10, second month $20, third month $10, fourth month $10. Yes, so the first and foremost advantage of cloud computing. So the first advantage which will be called as scalability. The second one, accessible anytime. The third one, cloud operating system. The last one, pay for computing as you use it. Based on your usage, you can pay for the cloud computing. So now I am entering into, so starts with the very small intro. What is cloud computing? Then I will explain the few things about cloud services, deployment model, and characteristics of cloud, and then advantages of cloud. It's a very small intro. Then I'm entering into the demo on cloud computing. So virtualization. Virtualization is a creation of virtual servers. So normally you are installing operating system inside that you are installing multiple software. So Windows, media player, video player in your system. So you are parallelly you are working on video player and media player and then something Word document. Parallelly you are working on that. That is called as multitasking. In virtualization, which provide multi-operating system environment. So you can work on Linux, Windows, and then Mac and several set of OS parallelly. So one of the excellent software which will be called as Oracle VirtualBox. Oracle VirtualBox is one of the excellent open source freeware which provide multiple operating system as a service to user. So you're installing multiple operating system in your work environment. So it's Oracle environment. So parallelly you are view on Windows and then Linux. So Windows environment and then Linux environment which will be parallelly displayed on your screen. So just I'm opening the demo. So I'm opening a Oracle VirtualBox. Then inside that I'm installing 2 Linux operating system. Just installation is a very easy. So for example, I'm installing a new operating system. Create new. Just type the name Linux new environment. Then next. Then okay, RAM is 1024 MB. Fine. Then create a virtual hard disk. Okay. The file is saved in extension VDI, dynamically stored, the file name and path. So just it will be create a Linux environment, which comprising of 1 GB RAM, then 16 MB VGA memory, then something. So which create a virtual environment. Just time start the environment, which need operating system. You will put the operating system CD and then start. Then the OS which will be started. Those I'm installing 2 OS. The first one Linux TTY, second one Linux, that is Netrunner. So I start that OS. So that is a TTY Linux, which will be started here, which will ask the username and password. Then there is a username root, and then password is password. I'm entering that, which will be entering into the Linux environment. For example, I'm creating a directory, mkdir. Yeah, Alam sir, there is a query from Alam sir. I'm using VirtualBox, but the installation usually gets stuck the way. Can I put the link for the installation? Sure, sir. At last, I will put the installation link and complete installation demo to the WordPress website. At last, I provide my WordPress website too. So in the TTY Linux, you are creating mkdir test. So the directory which will be tested here. So for example, I'm typing ls. So the directory which will be listed, the directory which will be named as test. So the directory which will be listed here. Similar way, parallelly, I'm opening another operating system. Show, yeah, please see the screen. So one operating system for TTY Linux, the another operating system which will be called as Netrunner. So parallelly you are viewing 2 operating system inside the window. So it's a greatest advantage of VirtualBox. So VirtualBox, we are installing multiple operating system in a same window. So it's an advantage of VirtualBox environment. Yes, fine. Is it clear? Yes. So the first and foremost demo, which is called as VirtualBox, then I'm entering into the major demo, which is for Amazon. So yes, fine. So the title was Amazon Web Services. I'm entering into AWS, the live demo on AWS. So before starting that, I'm asking a very small question, how to catch a lion. So in my school days, each and every faculty came to the class and explained several set of concepts. So I'm studying several new concepts, but applying the concept for catching the lion, think about a situation. Newton's method. For every action, there is an opposite reaction. First, lion catches you, then you will catch the lion. Think about the situation. Newton's method is an excellent method for applying the concept for catching the lion. Think about the situation. Einstein method, due to higher velocity. If you run faster than lion will run faster than you in opposite direction. Lion will get tired, you will easily trap it. Think about your situation. Software engineer method, catch a cat and then test. If issues arise, then modify, at last upgrade to lion. It's software industry, program, project, software, and then product. It's fine. If it's for catching the lion, it's not possible. So small. In computer lab, everyone says there is a mouse in computer lab. The cat searching, where is the bloody mouse? So where to apply your concept? So you are studying concept, Newton's method, Einstein method, and then software engineer method. But where to apply is very, very essential. Now I'm entering into Amazon Web Services. It's an excellent tool which applicable for larger amount of data. If smaller data, your normal PC is enough. In larger data, larger processing environment, Amazon will provide excellent service. The first and foremost service of Amazon, which will be called as EC2, Elastic Cloud 2. That is compute as a service. The second one, S3, that is storage as a service. Database, relational database as a service. Mail as a service, SMS as a service, query as a service. Security as a service. Deployment as a service. These are some of the services which provided via Amazon Web Service. Anyway, the demo. The first and foremost service, anyway, these are the compute services, EC2 auto scaling lambda and EC2 container service. But the first and foremost services which will be called as EC2. I'm entering into EC2 live demo. So yes, yeah, I'm entering into the website which will be named as aws.amazon.com. aws.amazon.com. I'm entering into the website aws.amazon.com. Then I'm logging to my account. If needed, you are creating your own account in the Amazon website. You are creating your own account. Amazon offering that is 750 hours, 750 hours free services. So you can use Amazon Web Services. So you can create a new account. So click on that is my account. Then that is AWS Management Console. You can click on that. So which will log in into our system. I will show in my screenshot. Then yeah, then root user or I am a user. Then entering your account ID. You can create your own ID. Then it will provide 750 hours free service. So you can use AWS for 750 hours. So I am entering my ID. Then next, which will ask for, it's the account ID. Inside that you are creating, it's an organization ID. Inside that you are creating multiple username and password. So it will ask for username and password. I think it's a little bit slow. So aws.amazon.com, aws.amazon.com. You can click on my account. Then below that, you can click on AWS Management Console. AWS Management Console. Then which will ask for username and password. I am a user. Then you will type your username here. Then it will ask for account ID, that is username and well a password. You can type your account ID, username, password, which will sign into a AWS Management Console. AWS Management Console, which comprising of collection of services. The first and foremost service, which will be called as Elastic Cloud 2. So click on the menu services, then click on the menu services, then you can type search EC2, Elastic Cloud 2. So which will open the Elastic Cloud 2 dashboard. It's a Elastic Cloud live dashboard, which will be displayed on the screen. You can click on the menu, which will be called as launch instance. You are creating a new operating system. So already I said Amazon Web Services, which provide infrastructure as a service. So only which provide hardware as a service. You are installing your own operating system in the top of the hardware. So you can click on launch instance here. So again, there is a sub menu which will be displayed here. The sub menu which will be termed as launch instance. Click launch instance, again launch instance. So which will display 30 flavors. Amazon Web Service which provide 30 flavors of operating system. Amazon Linux 2, Amazon Linux AMI, Ubuntu, SUSE Linux, Fedora, then Windows, etc., which provide collection of services. I will choose the Ubuntu as a service. So I will select Ubuntu as a operating system for my choice. So I'm choosing Ubuntu. After selecting Ubuntu, which will ask for general purpose T2 micro. It's a very tiny flavor. So our RAM is 1 GB. Yes, you can view here T2 micro. It's having 2.5 gigahertz processor, one virtual CPU, and then one Intel, 1 gigabyte memory, that is 1 GB storage, then EBS, Elastic Bean Stack only. So which provide very tiny memory, but the cost is very, very less. It's a free tier is eligible. It's a free. So you can test this operating system. So enter. So number of instance, I'm creating only one operating system. If needed, you are creating 3 Ubuntu operating system. You can type 3 here. Then it will ask for RAM requirement. Then I'm giving 8 GB RAM. Based on usage, it rent. But the initial version 750 hours, it's free. After that, you can pay for usage. So 8 GB RAM. Then tags. Tag which plays a vital role in launching a OS. For example, I'm searching. I am creating 100 OS. I'm searching OS. For example, this OS for Mahsa University, the Department of Business and Finance. Then I'm tag it business and finance and tag it finance. Sorry, Mahsa University. Add tag. I'm adding a tag. So whenever needed, you are searching. That is metadata tag, which is called as metadata. Whenever needed, you are searching Mahsa University. Directly the instance will get, because you are creating thousands of operating system inside the single environment. So in that situation, the search is essential. So if needed, you can add a tag. Then it's very essential thing. Each and every operating system which connected via SSH, secure shell. So you can enable secure shell here. So SSH TCP, enabling secure shell here. So you can click on that, click next. So now your operating system environment was ready. You are giving Ubuntu as operating system, 8 GB as a RAM, there is no tag. Then you can give the provision as Ubuntu server 18.04. The operating system is ready. Now the flavor is ready in your hand. Just you can click finish and launch install. Yeah, it's a major thing. Each and every cloud which having keeper. So security is a major concern. Cloud is concerned, security plays a vital role. So key pair is essential. All are more familiar about a term which will be called as private key as well as public key environment. All are very much familiar about the term private key and public key. So here which provide the key pair environment. Here which provide key pair environment. So choose a key pair. So I am creating a new key pair. New key pair. Yes, create a new key pair. I am choosing an option, create a new key pair. Then it will ask for name of the key pair. I am choosing the option K7AWS. I am choosing option as K7AWS. Then download a key pair, which will provide a key pair. I am click on download. Then the file which will be downloaded here, K7AWS.pem, PEM. The file which will be saved in extension PEM. Please view here the file which will be saved in extension K7AWS.pem. the file which will be downloaded. The key file which will be downloaded here. Yeah, now your launching is ready. Ubuntu is ready. Key pair is also ready. The one and only thing, the key pair, that is PEM file, which comprising of two keys, that is private key as well as public key. So you can view the instance. The instance is ready. I'm just naming it Ubuntu. So the instance is ready. Now your instance is ready. You can scroll the right, then you can view the public IP, that is 3.14.10.78. The public IP of my instance, that is Ubuntu instance, is 3.14.10.78. You can access anywhere. You can access this IP anywhere. You can access this operating system anywhere in the cloud. So now I'm installing two tiny software, very tiny software. These two are very tiny software. First one which will be called as Putty Gen. Second one which will be called as Putty. These are the, just search in Putty in Google. It's a free software. It's available. Just download these two software. Then open Putty Gen. Putty Gen. Then load the file. Just click load. I'm already downloaded k7aws.pem. So just open that file. The file key which will be provided. You can generate. Click the button, generates, which will provide k7aws.ppk. That is private key file. So you can upload a PEM file which will generate a PPK file. So now your PPK file is ready. k7aws.ppk. Then now you can open Putty Linux. Then your IP address. In the Ubuntu instance, you are viewing the IP address. So type your IP address. Port number is always 22. Then you can click on SSH here. Click on SSH. Below that, authentication, SSH authentication. You can browse the PPK file. So open Putty and type your IP address. Open Putty and type your IP address. Click SSH. Below that, authentication. You can choose your PPK file. That is private key file. Now your operating system which will be loaded. Now your operating system which will be loaded on the environment. Type Ubuntu. Yeah, yes, the operating system is ready. The operating system is ready for providing service. The cloud operating system is ready. So you can access this operating system with the help of that private key anywhere in the world. So it's a first and foremost service which will be called as EC2, Elastic Cloud 2, now which will provide Ubuntu as a service. Any doubts? Any question? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, now Ubuntu which provided as a service. Inside that, I'm creating a directory and listing a directory. I'm working on the console environment. Yeah, I think all are more familiar about Windows operating system. So I'm explaining Windows operating system. So Windows instance creation. So same way, choose a AMI. So the instance Ubuntu here, there you are choosing instance as Ubuntu. Here you are choosing instance as Microsoft Windows, just enough. So general purpose, similar way you can choose the option as T2 Micro. One instance, one operating system is created. Then in Linux, 8 GB storage is enough, but Windows is concerned, minimum 30 GB storage is needed. Yes, sir. Yeah, sure, sir. At the end of this, the PPT and video demo, everything is shared in YouTube as well as SlideShare. Similar way, at last I'm giving my WordPress site. Sure, sir. Yeah, there is a query from Esra, sir. Please send a demo link. Sure. At last I'm giving PPT.
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Sir, voice is...
Now it's audible? Thank you. Yes. Yeah, Windows instance. Normally the Windows instance, which need... Now it's okay. Please use chat window. Now it's audible.
Yes.
The voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely clear.
Yeah. So for creation of Windows instance, which will need 30 GB. The storage is 30 GB. So you are providing 30 GB storage here. Then add a tag. It's for searching. If needed, you can add it. So here there is a difference. There you are choosing SSH For Linux operating system, SSH for connecting PuTTY. But Windows operating system, which connected via remote desktop, RDB, remote desktop. So that is RDB. So you can choose RDB here. So remote desktop. Then Windows operating system is ready. Keeper, I'm choosing a same keeper. Launching instance, the instance is ready. Now the Windows instance is ready for you. Ubuntu instance below that. So multiple operating system which running on that same environment, AWS, EC2, Elastic Cloud 2. So choose that operating system that is in the blue mark and then click on the action button, type connect. Choose the operating system and then choose on action button and then click connect. Then which will get password. Yes, click on that get password, which will download the file, that is remote desktop file. For get password, which will ask for PEM file. Already you are downloading k7aws.pem file. You can open that file and generate the password. The password is generated. So Windows password is generated. After generating the password, you can open the remote desktop file, connecting. It will ask for password. With the help of your PEM file, there is a password which is generated. You can type the password here. Okay. Now, yes, you can ask permission, certificate permission, SSL permission. Yeah, now your Windows is booted. Your Windows operating system which loaded on the AWS environment. AWS Windows operating system. You are creating 100 Windows operating system and then you can provide it as a service. AWS Windows operating system. View here. Host name, instance ID, IP address, public IP address. So if you are creating an instance, if needed, you are accessing this operating system in your home. Then if needed, you are accessing the same operating system in your office. If needed, on your travel. Think about the situation. Yeah, anytime you can access your operating system, Windows, Linux, Mac, everything. Just log into a log into a AWS environment and access the operating system. So it provides excellent service. So the first service which will be called as Elastic Cloud 2. So the first service which will be called as Elastic Cloud 2. Then the Elastic Cloud 2 which provide operating system as a service. The second service which will be called as storage as a service. Amazon which provides several set of storage services. The S3, Glacier, EBS, etc. etc. Anyway, I am choosing S3, storage as a service. So similar way, click on services and then type S3, storage as a service. So here, all of them are more familiar about a term which will be called as folder, that is directory. Same way in AWS S3, AWS storage as a service, the folder that is S3, which will be here, which will be called as bucket. Here, which will be termed as bucket. So bucket in the sense, it's a root folder. So I'm creating a bucket. So it will ask for bucket name. I'm giving the bucket name as K7AWS. Then public access, so everyone can access, which acknowledge, create a bucket. Now my root folder is created in S3, successfully created. Just service S3, then open and create a bucket. Then my bucket is ready. You can upload any files, any folder, any zip file, anything here. I'm uploading a file, just drag and drop. I'm uploading a file, top.jpg, my book proposal top. My book proposal page, I am opening that JPG file. So the file was uploaded. Grant permission, I'm giving a permission. Grant public read. The file was read to everyone. Public can read that file. So grant permission. Standard option. Then upload. Yes, upload which will be started. Upload which will be started here. 12% uploaded. 12% successfully uploaded. File was uploaded 100%. Top. Just click on that file, which will give the file owner name, date of creation, tag. In the bottom, which will display file URL. The file which will be publicly available with the public URL. You can use it anywhere. You can copy the file name and give it to your friend. Your friend can download your photo. Copy the file and paste it in your website. The website can view the image file. Copy the file, copy the link, and then paste it in your website. The website which display the proposal form. So everything. So the image file which will be displayed anywhere, everywhere. So just a public link, k7aws.s3. The S3 storage which provide anything and everything as a service in a fraction of a second, without loss, without hack your file. The file which will be securely stored, which will be replicated into multiple places and provide a service. So the first service, which will be called as EC2, Elastic Cloud 2, which provide compute as a service. The second one, yeah, Hemalada madam, sure madam, I will share the recorded video as well as I will share the complete material, PPT as well as notes. Hemalada madam. Hemalada madam asking for please share the recorded video to this Gmail ID. Madam, everything which will be shared.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, we are from India. Good morning, sir. Actually, we are from India and we have came to know this webinar late. That's why almost we have joined late this webinar.
Okay, sir. Okay, sure. I will understand. I will share everything.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes. It's very impressive, right? Useful, fruitful.
Yeah. Then, so S3. Then everything, materials, everything which will be shared via that group. So the WhatsApp group link, which will be shared in chat box, just click that box and then join the WhatsApp group. Everything which will be shared via WhatsApp group. Okay, fine. So first one, Elastic Cloud 2. The second thing, which will be called as S3. The second service, which will be called as storage as a service. Yeah, the question from Esra sir. Major difference between Azure and AWS and Google Cloud. Yes, sure, sir. At last, I will clarify. Anyway, I will clarify now also. So there are several set of service provider, Google, then AWS, then Rackspace, Salesforce, several set of service provider. They are providing service for that is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, then software as a service. But which one is best? I'm asking a very small question. Apple and Orange. Which one is tastier? So Apple is tastier.
Apple.
Orange
Yeah.
is tastier. So
Apple.
Apple and Orange, which one is tastier? Apple or Orange? So everyone says, one of them says Apple, another one says Orange, etc., etc. So you can taste it. So similar way, I am using AWS, so I say AWS is best. But based on your interest, the software is best. But everyone provide excellent service. You can taste the service. You can taste both Apple and Orange. Now one of them say Orange is tastier. So based on your interest, similar way, AWS, Azure, as well as Rackspace, everyone provide excellent service. The service was fine, security was nice. Then anyway, based on your interest, you can use the service provider. Yes, S3 service. The next one. Yeah, the deployment model, Elastic Beanstalk. It provides web application, that is Tomcat as a service. Sorry, before that there is a EFS, Elastic File System. So first one, which will be called as EC2 for operating system as a service. Second one, S3, that is storage as a service. Then the third one, which will be called as EFS, Elastic File System, that is mounting a file system. So just search EFS, then create a file system. Then network configuration is fine. Then okay. Then add a tag. Okay. Then fine. Then just create file system and none of the option is essential. Just next. It will create a file system. So a file system in the sense, it's a hard drive. For example, if you are creating a folder in your server, and the folder is common for all the 100 systems. So all your 100 users are use it as shared drive and then paste in your file, data, everything. So it's called as network access. Similar way, here I am creating a file system. Then for mounting a file system, which will provide a link, that is sudo yum install nfs, network file system, and which give a mount link. Automatically which display a mount link. Just copy and paste the link in your command prompt, the drive, the EFS drive. The EFS drive, you are creating a EFS drive, just copy paste this link in your terminal or command prompt, which will be mounted on your system. So in AWS, you can create a EFS Elastic File System. then you can create a file system and then just mount it in your any operating system. It will be mounted directly. So you can use it as shared drive. All your company employees are access it as a shared drive. So first one, EC2 or compute as a service, Linux operating system as a service, then Windows operating system as a service. Then second one, that is storage S3, storage as a service. Then third one, EFS, elastic file system, which provide file system as a service. So sorry for the interruption. My Zoom ID is less than a minute, so it will be disconnected in 60 seconds. After that, the same ID, same password, you will connect again. So because of demo version, my Zoom ID, which will be disconnected in 60 seconds. After that, the same ID, same password, you will connect again.
Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then the first service, which will be called as EC2, second one, storage as a service, that is S3. Then third one, which will be called as EFS, that is elastic file system. The fourth one, which will be called as EBS, elastic bean stack. Elastic bean stack. Similar way, you are choosing services and then type elastic bean stack, then choose an option, then which will create an environment. Here, which will create an environment for elastic bean stack. I am creating. So I'm choosing option as elastic bean stack, then create an environment, name of the environment, then just a PHP file. The file, the environment, choose an option as PHP. You are choosing Docker, you are choosing AWS, you are choosing Tomcat. You can choose any kind of web server here. You are executing JSP, PHP, ASP, any kind of web application here. So creating environment, just upload the file, just choose the file, click on that link, you can access your web anywhere. You are creating a web page and then just upload here, create a complete web page and upload here. Just click on that link, the web page which will be displayed on your browser. So first one EC2, second one S3, the third one which will be called as EFS, elastic file system, the fourth one which will be called as elastic bean stack. Yes, the website which will be displayed. The similar way, the last one which will be called as RDS, relational database, the MySQL as a database service, create a database and the standard database which will be created, that is MySQL. Choose Aurora, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle or MySQL server. You can choose any one and ask for admin password, then you can use it. Yes, database is ready. Now connect your database with the help of that link. Connect in any Yahoo browser or MySQL Workbench. You can connect it. Yes. So fine. So starts with Amazon EC2. So it's my agenda. So intro to cloud computing. So cloud computing which provide anything or everything as a service. Why cloud? Cloud provide efficient service. Why not cloud? Security is having a little bug. Cloud services, three major services: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Characteristics, four major characteristics, that is on-demand service, pay for computing as you use it, scalability, and then which provide everything as a service. Fine. Then deployment model, three major deployment model which plays a vital role, that is public model, private model, the combination of both public and private model which will be called as hybrid model. Virtualization, you are providing multiple operating system as a service. Oracle VirtualBox is an excellent tool which provide a virtualization service. AWS, Amazon Web Service, which provide n number of services for accessing via cloud. The first and foremost service which will be called as EC2, Elastic Cloud 2, so which provide compute as a service. The second service which will be called as S3, storage as a service. The third service which will be called as EFS, Elastic File System, so which mount a drive, shared drive to any kind of operating system. Elastic Bean Stack, which provide web application, that is Tomcat as a service, web server as a service. You can deploy any kind of web application. Amazon Relational Database, which provide database as a service. Then any questions? Please type in chat window. Yeah. Sir, can you organize a hands-on session for Docker? For Ganesh? Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We will plan. Soon we will arrange for Docker. webinar. We will share it to you. You will join the WhatsApp group. Surely we will join it. Dear participants, if you have any queries, please type in chat window.
Yeah, good morning, sir. This is Rajkumar Jaiswal.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir, actually, I want to know why we are doing the remote logging during the Windows and why we are doing the putty, why we are using the putty during the logging with Linux.
Sure, sir. Yeah, the question from Rajkumar, sir. There are two options. One for SSH, secure shell, for connecting to Linux. Another one for RDB, for connecting to Windows. Why this difference? So the answer was, in Linux operating system, all the kind of Linux operating system, they are provide a kernel access, because Linux is an open source operating system. So directly you are accessing the root kernel, so which provides secure shell connection, which enables secure shell connection. But Windows, the Microsoft, which will not provide kernel access, which is a product, which is a closed product. So there is no kernel access is permitted. So only remote desktop is permitted in Microsoft. Similar way, Microsoft EFS, which will be not mounted with Microsoft also. So Microsoft, there are several set of restrictions. So based on Microsoft way, we are entering into remote desktop. All other operating system, that is Linux, that is Mac, then all kind of other operating system, which will be connected via secure shell. One and only exception case was Windows, because all the participants are using Windows. Because of that, I am demonstrating Windows. But in AWS is concerned, Linux is an excellent operating system which provides a service, because the kernel permission which will be provided. Is it okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any other queries from participants? All mics are. Yeah, that is Alam sir question. I appreciate the tutorial for Linux. It's sure, sir. It's complete virtualization installation. CentOS demo. The video demo also it will be shared, you sir. There is a question from Alam sir. The Linux installation via VirtualBox. Sure, sir. The complete video is ready. It will be shared. Kindly join in WhatsApp group. Everything which will be shared via WhatsApp group.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I'm Hemlata Devi from Chennai.
Okay.
I want to know whether we can install MATLAB in Windows, sir.
Yes, sure, ma'am. Because in Windows operating system, the Windows operating system,
Yeah.
we are 30 GB allocating, but installation of MATLAB which require at least 40 GB, another 10 GB space. So you can allocate more space, and you can install it here. Then the MATLAB which will be executed in a fraction of seconds. For example, several set of people are demonstrating MATLAB inside MATLAB for distributed system and distributed system application. In that situation, normal PC is very slow. But in AWS, it executes each and every demonstration, each and every example in a fraction of a second. So you will get a result in a very soon manner. So you will install MATLAB in Windows operating system. It will be permitted. Yes, ma'am. Is it okay, Hemalata ma'am?
We can select.
Yeah. Either Windows 10 or Windows 7 or Windows 9. Anything is fine. Everything is supported. 64-bit. One and only essential thing is 64-bit. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there
any other queries from participants?
Okay.
Yeah, all the participants are requested to join the WhatsApp group. Then we will share materials and everything to a WhatsApp group. The complete materials was shared you by a WhatsApp group. So all the participants are kind request to join the WhatsApp group. Yeah. Thanks to all the participants. Yeah, my sincere thanks to my faculty, Professor Dr. Natarkanan sir, for providing me such a nice opportunity for meeting the nice people with the very first morning. So thanks to everyone. My sincere thanks to Mahsa University, especially for the Department of Finance and Information Technology, the Dean sir and the Deputy Dean sir, as well as HOD, everyone. And very sincere thanks to Professor Natarkanan for providing me a wonderful opportunity. Thanks for all the participants for your listening as well as wonderful feedback. Thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you to everyone. For the Mahsa University.
Thank you, sir.
And faculty from the Business and Information Technology. and participants from the various colleges. Like this, we are conducting from the Mahsa University, and we are conducting this like this. You can go visit our website. Okay. Our university has the different faculties in the field of pharmacy and engineering, information technologies. So you can visit our website www.mahsa.edu.my. So you can visit our Facebook also. So thank you once again. I thank to everyone, participants from various colleges and Mahsa students and IT lecturers. Thank you. I think it will be a very useful session. You all gain the knowledge about the cloud servicing and how we are going to use the AWS services. Okay. So once again, thank to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, every participant. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.